Hello and welcome to Orcs Must Die. The fifth level is called Runner's Alley, and what you're going to do is you're going to get something called Archer Guardian, and this is your first Guardian that you can make. The Guardian is pretty much the same as the trap, but it's a little different.
Is it just me, or do these attacks seem more organized?
Let's go into the layout of the level really quick.
I like it when all the
See, it's kind of like an L shape, but with two different entrances for them. And then there's Paladin by the rift, and then there's also a few bridges that you can go up and down if you want to. This level is pretty basic, pretty easy. The main thing that's going to be introduced is a new type of enemy in this level called the Kobold Runner. And the way the Kobold Runners work is they will completely ignore you, completely ignore Guardians and stuff as well. And they'll just head straight to the rift, and they never attack you, but they do run very fast. So as I said, Guardians are pretty similar to traps, but the main difference is enemies will attack them much like they attack you. And you want to put them behind your traps, that way it'll increase their chance of surviving. And if they do die, don't panic too much, because when there's a long break, like when it's the unleashed wave when you push G, then they respawn automatically. But they don't respawn normally in waves. So the first wave is just kobolds in the long hallway. They're pretty easy to just kill with the crossbow. Put some slow traps just in case you get through. The tire traps do help a lot in them. And arrow traps and spike traps don't work as well because they're so fast that they'll actually run right through them, especially on the arrow wall traps. Archers generally work well against them, but like I said, they are fast, so they can be difficult to hit. The other thing about Kobold Runners is they do die in one hit, so all you have to do is hit them once and they're dead. They don't have any health at all. Going down that long hallway again, I just stayed on this corner. You can snipe pretty much all of them before they reach the end. Mostly just Orc Warrior. If the archers do hit you with the arrows, you don't take any damage, but you will make the arrow disappear by absorbing it. Kind of like if they shot into a wall. And the way that archers attack is they shoot in volleys. So they shoot like, let's say, 5 arrows within 5 seconds, and then they'll have a 5-second cooldown, and then they'll start shooting their arrows back up again. They do a pretty good amount of damage as well. There's actually a limit on how many Guardians you can place, but in this level you're not going to reach it because you need a lot of money. Or I think it's somewhere around 25. So now they're going to come down both hallways. Since this hallway is so long, on the left, that by the time they reach the end, most of the enemies on the front one will have spawned already. See, kobolds and all enemies can drop those coins, which is worth 75 money. It's important to try and protect your Guardians as well as much as you can, because you don't want them to die, otherwise it'll be costly. If any of them died in that level, they would have just respawned, because this is a long break. You can see I can start the horde again whenever I want. I'm just going to spam these archers, and they'll pretty much mow down everything in their way. You do have to give them a little bit of space between them. I kind of bugged it out right there by making them spawn on top of each other, but you do need a little space between them. A few more slow traps down just for those pesky kobolds. It's also important not to get in their way as much as you can.
That's gonna leave a mark.
I'm going to try jumping up here. That way I won't be in their way, but it's not going to work too well since the crossbow orcs are shooting me so much. So those orcs are just getting stuck in the tire trap. The archers are pretty much just shooting them down. If any do get through, pretty easy, they're just knocked back with the wind ramp. Fortify this choke point a little bit more. Put a couple of arrow walls. Form for those tire traps, those combos probably would have just ran right past the arrow walls, although the archers probably would have still gotten them. So overall, this is an easy level. This hallway on the left is so long that you pretty much just shoot them all of the orcs down as they come through. A few more tire traps just to slow them down, just if you do get through. In this level, the coal runners aren't too difficult to kill because they're all coming in the same direction. But on some levels where they come from, say, 2 or 3 different hallways, then it can become really difficult because if you get through, then you have to run all the way back to the rift and try to kill them, or risk them getting through.
I think I'm gonna be sick. How about some of this?
Some boom barrels to speed this up a little bit. Grouped really well because of all those tire traps. That is it. I think this level is very easy. Victory and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 skulls. A lot of time left as well, and no rift lives lost. Thank you for watching.